Hello, friends. This is Catherine Marie, and you are listening to Long COVID Real Talk podcast. This podcast is about long COVID, made and geared toward people who also have long COVID, like me. I wanted to talk today about a reset. The reason why I feel this is important is because the last 2 episodes, as you know, have been about feeling that my world is a very small world after all. And just that I've been feeling like my life doesn't have a lot of meaning anymore because everything has drastically changed and my world has, I guess it feels like it's gotten really small. I wanted to tell you something that happened just kind of by happenstance that was really helpful and kind of pulled me out of my funk a little bit. So here goes. It's not anything crazy or super exciting, but I asked, my little one has a couple of friends, and I texted them to see if, or I texted their mom. I'm not texting 4-year-olds, I promise, but I texted their mom just asking if they could, if they wanted to come hang out or if we wanted to meet at a park or something. And I wasn't really sure if I was going to be able to make it if we went to a park or went out because, well, I have long COVID, enough said, right? But we were kind of texting back and forth, and I said, why don't you just come over here? It's a nice, we have a little more space now in the new place. We have some space in our driveway for another car because you can't park on the street at all because that's how the community is set up. But yeah, come on over. And they came over, and it was so delightful because when you're just sitting in bed all the time and you're just thinking about how much you miss your life and how much you know that you can no longer do, and never knowing if you will ever be able to do any of those things again, it is just a great reset to have someone sit at your table and tell you about what's going on with them. And I think that's something that when you're going through a tough time, it's really easy to forget that everybody has stuff that they're going through. And I don't say that to minimize what we're going through, because what we're going through is complete and utter hell. But it was helpful to me to listen to a friend, who has no idea what long COVID is. And because every time I say something about it, or, that I don't think I could make it to the zoo because of long COVID, whatever, I can tell that there's no understanding what I'm talking about. But it was just so nice to just have a regular human, just living life, walking around and having this person just talk about what was going on and the stuff that she's going through. And it kind of made me realize, yeah, that's right. Everybody is going through something, But I just wanted to mention this because it really helped me mentally to kind of do a reset. It helped me have hope. It helped me feel like, wow, okay, this person that was over at my house, I get along with her really well. She's the mom of 2 of my daughter's friends, and she's a really great person, and I really enjoy talking to her, and I enjoy listening to what's going on in her life. And for a little while, I felt like I was not disabled. I felt like I was able to do a lot because I was able to sit there, and I was actually working on a Wooble, which, if you did not listen to the Wooble episode of Woobling Along, Woobles are a little crochet animal kits where you crochet little animals, and I love doing them. It's something that I learned since I've been off work and on frequent intermittent bed rest. But I was making a Wooble while listening, and it was just delightful. You know, the kids were just making a big mess, and I just didn't care. And in a way, I'm kind of relieved because, you know, I can just throw all of the stuff away and it's less stuff to unpack later because I'm trying to clear out our house with way too many toys that are in boxes. Also, it's such a weird age because I don't know if you've ever been around or had children that were very small, but this feels like the age where there's just constant clutter because they're constantly bringing something home from school, either a painting or some sort of project or, you know, a piece of paper with the letter of the day on it or something. And then on top of that, there are these little goodie bags that they take home frequently, and they are like little treasure bags for these kids, but inside they just have a bunch of knick-knack stuff, you know, like little junk toys, and they just end up everywhere. All of this stuff ends up everywhere. So it's just nice. It was just nice being around another mom of girls at the same age, and just, you know, talking about how hard it is to keep up after them. And it was also kind of a break because, you know, if you don't, well, I'll speak for myself here. If I don't spend time with other people, then my brain just starts to sound like an echo chamber, and I just start to not do well. And I'm an extrovert by nature, but I don't think that it matters whether you're an introvert or an extrovert. I think that it's good to be around people regardless. And it's so hard for us with long COVID to be around people. But I just thought of this life hack that you invite people to come to you. Now, obviously, this is a little bit hard because our house is not super clean or looks super nice, but this is a mom who I trust, and, you know, we joke about not, you know, just not really having the ducks in a row, you know, that sort of thing. And I feel comfortable having her over because I know she's not judging me. So I don't know if there's anyone in your life like that, but I'm going to try to find more people like that in my life to try to bring them over to my house, because then that way, even though it's messy, even though, you know, whatever, it still cuts down drastically on the amount of work that I have to do, the amount of energy I have to expend to try to get social time with someone other than my spouse and my daughter. So that is what I wanted to tell you. I know it doesn't sound like a big breakthrough, but it was really cool, and I had a really nice time, and they made a massive mess, and I haven't cleaned it up yet, but I will soon do that, and I will enjoy throwing away all of the dried up paint and all of the stuff that, you know, they just kind of destroy stuff at this age. They were making chalk dust outside, and it just got on everything, you know, and it was just funny watching these little girls running around making messes and having a ball. So, I mean, that's what life is all about, right? I mean, it's who wants a mom that's all uptight and doesn't want any messes ever. So it was just nice to be able to relax and talk to another mom. And my husband was there too. We just had a really nice time chatting, and I'm going to try to start doing that in the future. So there you have it. My hack is to invite people over who will not judge you for your house being a mess, so that way you don't have to expend the energy to go somewhere else to meet people. And that is my recommendation. So, I also have noted that if I run an errand, now I have a family member who lives close by, so I will run an errand and drop by and just say hi really quick for 5 to 10 minutes or something. And even that has brought a good kind of like a fresh wind, because obviously many days I never leave the house, right? I have long COVID, but here and there I'll go out and do an errand, and then when I'm out, then I'll try to stop by and just get a twofer, for one outing from the house. So anyway, I'm starting to ramble, but that is what I wanted to tell you. This is how I have done a reset in the last day or so, and I wanted to tell you about it since the last couple of episodes were a little more, Debbie Downer-ish. So, and that's all for now. So I hope you have a great rest of your day, and we will talk again soon. I hope you are able to restart your life and have a good rest of your week. Okay? Take care. All right. Bye-bye. Hello again, this is Catherine Marie. I forgot to mention that I love hearing from you, so if you want to say hello or tell me what you have done that has helped you and your mind kind of reset a little bit and get you to a better place, my email is longcovidrealtalk@gmail.com, and I look forward to hearing from you. And if you liked this episode or any of the episodes, please consider reviewing, following, all of that good stuff, because it helps other people find the podcast. Okay? All right. Have a good rest of your day, and we'll talk again soon. Take care.